Welcome to another episode of Jumping in the Pot. I'm your host, Marcia, and this is what's jumping in my pot today. Curry shrimp with pigeon peas and rice. These are the ingredients that I will be using for the curry shrimp. Curry powder, turmeric, thyme, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, cumin, Scotch bonnet pepper, chicken broth, and I have a coconut here where I'm going to make the coconut milk from. This is the first thing we do. I have a hammer here, a small one. I'm doing this over the sink so I don't make a mess. You gotta crack it. Well, I've taken the coconut out of the coconut shell. I've broken it up. And now the next thing is what we do is get a blender. I'm putting the coconut into the blender. Now, I'm going to add 2 cups of water to the blender, and then I'm going to blend it. And that is how you make coconut milk. There. I've added 2 1/3 cup of water. Now I'm going to blend it. That should be enough. You see? Coconut milk. Let's pour it out. You see? Coconut milk. It's going to be 2 cups for the curry and 2 cups for the pigeon peas and rice. Now that the coconut milk has been made, now let's get to making of the curry. I have 2 tablespoons of olive oil in this pot already. Let's turn it on to medium high. I've already washed and cleaned the shrimp. I've put a teaspoon of curry powder in it with turmeric and cumin. But first, we got to put the curry powder and the cumin and the turmeric and the seasoning into the pot to burn it a bit. We let it cook till it turns a dark caramel color. And then we put the shrimp and the vegetable in the pot to saute up together. These are the vegetables, the scallions, the parsley, the red pepper, green pepper, onions, and garlic. Now we're gonna let it saute up together for about 3 minutes. Then we put in the next ingredients. It has been now over 3 minutes. Let's check and see how the shrimp and the vegetable are coming along. Look at the shrimp jumping in the pot, the curry powder jumping all over it, the garlic, the onions, the scallions, the red and green peppers, all coming together. Now let's add the rest of the ingredients. The chicken broth, the coconut milk, and we're going to add the Scotch bonnet pepper. This is a very hot pepper, so I'm not going to cut it up. I'm going to put it in the pot whole, and we get the flavor from it. So, okay. So I'm going to cover it up and let it cook here for about 10 minutes. Then we'll move on to the next step of making the pigeon peas and rice. Now that the shrimp are cooking, let's move on to making the pigeon peas and rice. I have in this pot 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm turning it on to medium. These are the seasonings that I'm going to use for the pigeon peas and rice. Smoked paprika, thyme, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, of course, coconut milk, and these are the seasoning that I have in this cup here. These are the ingredients the vegetable that's going into the oil. Garlic, scallion, green pepper, onions, parsley, let's saute them up in the oil. You see? Look at them saute together. We're going to do this, let them cook here for about 3 minutes before we add the other ingredients to it. Now I think the vegetable has sauteed up enough to add the rest of the ingredients, the seasonings, and the rice. I have a cup of rice here. I've washed it 3 times, and I had it soaking a little bit in cold water. So I'm adding the rice to the vegetable and the seasoning. Now we're going to let the rice and the vegetables saute up together for about a minute. Now, the vegetables and the rice have been sauteing up here for about 3 minutes. Now it's time to add the other ingredients. The coconut milk, cup of chicken broth, and we stir it up. Okay, the next thing is to add the pigeon peas. We're going to bring this to a boil, and then we cover it up and let it cook for about 25 minutes. Here you have it. Curry shrimp, see? Pigeon peas and rice. If you like what you saw today, please subscribe, like, and share. And also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.